Narcissistic individuals, with their grandiosity, their sense of entitlement, their belief that they are special, often have that fragile side to them. You can have the overt narcissist who has had or who has got enough supporters to back up their lies, who will be a little bit more in your face and a little less secretive, although they still hide things from you. They're still trying to put their best face forward to get their needs met by you, only they're not putting their best face forward. They're lying about who they are as a person to deceive you so that they can exploit you. When it comes to narcissistic individuals, they keep many secrets due to who they are as a person. They have a deep fear of exposure. They've spent time building up this facade of who they are as a person to hide their fragile ego and their insecurities. They're looking for that excessive attention and validation to prove to themselves the story that they tell themselves and tell others is true. So when it comes to narcissistic people, there's lots of secrets that they will keep from you. There's the secrets that they keep from you in order to deceive you. And one of the first of these is they don't want you to know that they compare themselves to other people. They are constantly in competition with others, which is why they effortlessly and naturally compare you to other people, which we all know when we're being compared to somebody else, it creates that sense of unworthiness and that self-doubt within us. A narcissistic person compares themselves to others not to see what they can work on, not to see what they can improve, like a genuine person might do. A narcissistic person compares themselves to others to see how they can pull that other person down, what they can take from that other person. Narcissistic people are trying to hide that they are envious of other people, and they usually hide their envy by rewriting reality to match their narrative that it's actually other people who are envious of them, which is usually why a narcissistic person will go all out to provoke jealousy within you and then stand there and claim, oh, is somebody jealous? When you just try to have that open and honest communication with them that they are not interested in having with you. They don't want you to know just how manipulative and exploitative they are as a person, because once you've figured this out, they can no longer manipulate and exploit you. They want to hide their tactics. This is why when they're caught in the act, they're going to go all out to deceive you, to deflect, to deny all knowledge, to blame you, to accuse you of attacking them, to project out on you and accuse you of doing what they're actually doing to you, to feign that ignorance, because they don't want you to know that side of them. They want you to know the side of them that is helpful and kind and generous. Only when it comes with narcissistic people, that kindness and that generosity, there's always strings attached. A narcissist will give you something to ask for it back later down the line. They don't want you to know their fragile self-esteem. They've built this grand image up of just how amazing they are as a person. Now, with a narcissistic person, they're very good at playing the victim if it works in their favour, which seems like they're being open and they're being vulnerable with you when they're not. They're just manipulating you. They keep their true insecurities hidden from view so that they can protect themselves from you, because they believe that you're the one that's causing all their problems. They're not causing you yours. You bring that on yourself in a narcissist's head. They are trying to keep their true intentions, their true motives hidden from you. They don't want you to recognize these, because they can then no longer get away with doing the things that they do to you. They want to keep their lack of empathy hidden, Because if you recognise that they don't care about you, you're going to be less willing to put up with them. You might still want to help them. So they don't want you to recognise that they don't care. They might say things that seems like they don't care, but then they'll do things where it acts like they care. So it confuses you. They don't want you to know that they need that excessive attention, that constant admiration, which is why if you just go out to see your friends and family, go and do a hobby, go to work, and a narcissistic individual feels abandoned, they'll accuse you of not caring about them, of being selfish. So they can make out that you're the problem in the situation, and it's not their constant need for attention that's the problem in the situation. They don't want you to recognise their inability to handle any form of criticism. We're human. Criticism isn't the most pleasant of things, even when it's constructive feedback. If you've spent hours working on a project, trying to get it perfect, and nothing really is perfect as such, and then someone comes along and points out a flaw, it can be heartbreaking. It can be devastating. You just look at young babies who don't particularly care what other people think, trying to learn how to walk. They stumble, they fall, they make so many mistakes along the way, and they all learn to walk differently. Similar, but we all have that slight little difference within our walks. Babies aren't afraid of that criticism, so they keep going until they achieve it. Narcissistic people will continue to humiliate and mock and demean and belittle you to stop you from reaching your full potential. They will point out your mistakes and flaws and exaggerate them. So you go into a shell of who you are as a person, and it's easy for any adult to do that anyway. With a narcissistic person, you congratulating somebody else on their success offends a narcissistic person. You trying to offer them some helpful advice offends them. They already believe they know it all. They are arrogant enough to believe they know it all. But they don't want you to recognise that they don't like criticism, so they will go all out to criticise you and bring you crashing down. Or they will accuse you of attacking them, of not caring about them, of having a problem with them, so that they make you out to be the problem, to hide the problems they have within themselves. They also don't want you to know that they struggle to maintain genuine relationships. Now, some narcissistic people, if that's the image they're trying to hold down and sell to those around them, they can have a long-lasting relationship, seemingly perfect to the outside world. No relationship's perfect. They all have their ups and downs, and that is often what keeps us trapped with narcissistic people, believing it's just those ups and downs. Those narcissistic people who jump from one relationship to the next, often before the bed is even cold, monkey branching, these narcissistic individuals make out that it's the other person that's the problem. It's the other person that's crazy, that's bitter, that's obsessed, that's jealous, that's got trust issues, that's got addictions. So the narcissist makes out the other person was causing the issues, and the narcissist can hold down a steady relationship because, look, they've left one relationship and jumped straight into another relationship. And many of us believe these lies that a narcissist sells us, because people can suffer with addictions. People can cause problems in relationships. Usually it's the narcissistic person that causes the problems and the victim that believes they're the one that's causing the problems. There are lots of secrets that narcissistic people want to keep hidden from you in order to protect themselves. Any you notice, please add in to the comments for people reading through. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers for your continued support with the channel. It's greatly appreciated. If you are new to the channel, I'm Elizabeth Shaw. This channel is all about narcissistic behaviour to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with within your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot go no contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you understand and overcome narcissistic and emotional abuse. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, please do subscribe. If you are looking for further help and support in understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, I do have several online guides available, and those teachable links are in the video description. If you're looking for someone to speak to, I have partnered with BetterHelp, and their sponsored link is also in the video description. I do also have a couple of books out on Amazon, 15 Rules to Deal with Narcissistic People if you're unable to go no contact, and a Narcissists Handbook, which is the ultimate guide to understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, if you'd like to go and check them out. Go out there and create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.